Kia ora and welcome to F.T.P.Podcast. No, it's not what you think. We're actually here to free the people. My name is Dion Freeman and I'll be your guide and host as we go on this epic journey together, discovering ways that we can free the people. It's on. Kia ora koutou, welcome to FTP Podcast. Today we have, I've travelled all the way across the island just to be with this man right now, quite privileged. This is the brother Katene, so when you're ready you can look happy to be here and and we'll get into it, brother. So we'll just hit it with a bit of kōwaio, so if you can tell the people at home, who are you, brother?
I'm the man. No.
Yeah. Well, I know that, but now you know that.
Kōwaio. Born and raised in the centre of the universe, known as Arahura.
Kia ora, brother. So I wanted to come across and do a little bit of an introduction to who you are, what you get up to, because for me, you help free the people with Pounamu. But also, I mean, you're more than just a carver, brother. A big part of freeing the people is our tamariki, and for me, you know, just knowing you over these few years, you're a real dedicated father, but also you've moved into mentoring and been a positive male role model for some of the rangatahi here in Hokitika. So do you want to give us a little bit of an intro into that, and then we'll backtrack and go into
Yeah, one of my cousins, she sort of made a program for kōwaio, and mainly aimed at like the young, troubled, naughty,
the little usses.
Pretty much. And that's all I see is if I look into the mirror, really, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. Yeah. So, that's how I relate to them quite good, is because I just see myself in every single one of them.
Yeah. And so what type of activities do you guys get up to in order to help them find themselves?
Everything and anything to do with gathering kai, teaching them the what seasons you can harvest certain kai in, what months to do it all in, and how to cook it all and process and cook it all, and provide for their whānaus, and as well as just showing up for them and showing them that there is someone out there that gives a fuck.
And so what age bracket are we talking?
I think the youngest one is, I think he's about 11.
Oh, wow.
All the way up to 17.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. And so speaking on the kai gathering, I've watched a few of your little clippets of you surf casting, fishing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have your own show, but you probably fucking need one. This laugh, I'm going to do a bloopers reel of just this laugh. But yeah, tell us about the surf casting, brother. So
surf casting, bro, it's one of those things that I don't know, love, and I don't know, we're whenever out on the beach and fishing, it's nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters, and I love it.
Yeah. And so, do you take the rangatahi out there surf casting?
Yep. So last year, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was last year. Kazi, she managed to obtain a bit of funding and that to get some gears for the boys, and she went into the hunting and fishing shop in Mapira and sort of told the fella in there a little bit about the kaupapa and that. And yeah, I think he pretty much started crying, because that's sort of stuff that he's all about is, looking after those young fellas, upskilling them and teaching them that. And he did a really good deal on so all the boys, they all got a fishing rod, tackle, stand, tackle boxes, everything you need to be able to catch fish.
Man.
And then from there it was me and one of the cousins to show them how to use it or how to do it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, they the boys didn't have much faith in us the first few times because we didn't have results at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I think that's why it's called fishing, not catching.
Yeah. I think my own experiences is sometimes the healing is actually just being out there in the taiao, in nature. And so what's your? So this is we're here on the wild west coast, and it's definitely wild. In that moana, that ocean out here is definitely wild. I've only seen it probably calm twice.
Yep.
So what do you catch out here?
Aim for mermaids.
Still looking.
Still looking for mermaids. But, variety of fish, really, bro. Mainly, sharks, a lot of shark, brig, 7 gillers, spotty dog, great boys, all that sort of stuff. Elephant fish. Snapper. Last few years, last sort of 5-6 years, the snapper fisheries really started to come back here on the coast.
Oh yeah, cool.
It died off for quite a few years. I don't know whether it was due to commercial fishing or lack of food or whatever they draw them into this place. But Una, kahawai, mala, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously the further out you go, the bigger the fish. And
I heard you yesterday. You said something about tuna. And not the eel variety.
The old bluefin tuna. Go and try and chase those. The old swordfish or anything big, really.
And so with that, how far out do you have to go by boat to be looking at bluefin tuna?
Yeah, I like some. I've heard of fellas catching them in quite close, 10 mile off shore, but no, we're normally cruise out. I don't know, maybe anywhere between the 50 and 100 mile line.
Yeah. Kia ora. You want to be a superstar as well? Dad, you going to do the introductions?
So this is Poe. She's a 4-legged baby. She just wants to be included. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. You're beautiful, aren't she? Awesome, brother. And so another part of the kai gathering, the last time I was here, you were like, I'll just get you a little feed of whitebait. And you came out with 2 massive, full to the brim bags of whitebait. So I take it you're an avid whitebaiter, or
right? Yep.
Yeah, runs in the blood.
Yep. I think I've probably maybe had, I don't know, in the last 30-something years, I've probably missed maybe 7 or 8 seasons.
Yeah.
But that's something that I was brought up doing.
Yeah.
Some years as a kid, where they bring up the stall.
Awesome.
White baby.
Yeah. Feed the whānau.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that I've come to realise with you, brother, and maybe it's a coast thing or maybe it's not, but I've always turned up with coin to exchange, and it's never been the currency that you've most of the time you don't want anything in return, but even with the trade for stone, it's been healing. Yeah. Or other traders, is that more your sort of
yeah, bro, if you get money anywhere, you can get money from anyone. But I love that aspect of it, the trade, the barter system, not everything. There's some things that don't hold a monetary value,
Yeah.
And By the time I actually find it really hard to take money off people.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Yeah. And so from whitebait, and then a big part of the reason why I'm here is Pounamu, and also that's kind of our connection, our friendship has been through the hono and the stone. And for me, it's one of my favourite healers to utilise in treatments. So talk us through the stone, brother. Like how did you end up being a Pounamu carver? And yeah, give the people at home just some of the journey for you with the stone.
Sure. I think it's sort of inevitable, really. Those progressions over time. Being born and raised in Arahura. Surrounded by Pounamu from day dot.
Yeah.
From the day I entered this world, I was surrounded by.
Yeah.
Pai mua ko te pai poto ko te pai waka uru ana ki te taui ko te mani hui ārangi kōkiri ki te mate whanno hara mai te toki haumi e hui e.
And I learned to walk on Aotearoa, took my first footsteps on there, and then I think I might have been about 5, 6 when I actually found my first real, really nice piece. And I remember walking back home with it, showing my toa, and she was like, "Oh, this is your piece. You know what you have to do, eh?" Well, I've got to give it away, don't I? Yeah. Who are you going to give it to? Oh, my sister when she's born. And I gave my first piece to my sister, and then pretty much from then on it was
Locked in.
Bro.
All right. So my first piece went to a Taniwha, and that's a whole nother podcast. So, all right, brother. And so another part of where I've met you regularly has been at Bones and Stones. So that's been a bit of a journey, and I think when I first really connected with you there, and you took me through the process of carving a tiki, you mentioned that it's sort of saved your life.
Right.
So do you want to walk us through that? Because that sort of brings what you're doing now and where you were, and where you're at right now in life, brings it all together. And for me, when I look at you, that where you're heading now has always been inevitable. You might not have wanted it to be, but talk us through Bones and Stones relationship with Steve, because it's quite different to coming from a non-traditional shop. Walk us through, brother.
Growing up here on the coast, didn't really wasn't really much for young people, so we went and found our own fun. Most of the time was through drugs, alcohol, and crime. Sort of I was getting to a stage in life where carry on hanging out with those people and doing what you're up to, and we end up my part's doing good time.
Yeah.
Which is some place I've
It sucks, bro.
And when I was I've not long turned 18, and new carving school opened up in Rotorua at New Zealand Wāhi Arts Crafts Institute. And
it's enough now. Thank you.
One of the uncles asked if, we'll learn how to carve for you. Well, yeah. Got it. Here's an application, fill it out. You're off. Oh, okay. And then done that and filled the application out, had an interview, and I don't know how, but I managed to talk my way into it somehow.
Yeah.
And that was me. I was off to Rotorua to start a new life, and pretty much, stayed up there for a bit. So halfway through the second year, I was still young, still quite immature, hooked on the fucking piss and the drugs, and, starting to go a little bit loop-de-loop, so fuck this, I'm all going to go home.
Yeah.
And, I woke up one morning, picked my bags, and started hitchhiking home. And then fucking once I hit the South Island, sort of didn't actually know what the fuck I wanted to do, what I was up to. Bounced around for a bit, doing the odd job here and there, bit of wharf work, bit of fishing, and bit of swamp work, bit of forestry. And then, I sort of got over myself a little bit and ended up working for our hapu in the Mythical Pounamu shop for a wee bit there. And my fuck you attitude sort of still there. Still got it.
Yep.
And I didn't quite conform to what they wanted me to do. I was sort of doing what I wanted to do. Got nicely asked to leave. And then, walked next door and asked Steve if he had any jobs. He didn't. But he come and hang out and make himself some stuff, and there we go. And then, pretty much, floated in and out of there for a wee bit until he moved back into his own building that he owns. And, that's pretty much been it for the last sort of 8-9 years.
Yeah.
Working in the Carve Your Own studio with Steve, and working with all sorts of walks of life, everyone and anyone. And just sort of started helping a lot of people through there.
Yeah. And so, did you notice, or had you noticed early on the healing that comes from Pounamu and the healing that comes from carving?
No, it actually took me a wee bit to sort of figure that out. I was sitting there one day carving, I was like, man, where would I be today if I didn't pick up that drink? Or if I hadn't, filled out that application? I thought, well, I'd either be dead or in a fucking cell.
Yeah.
Yes. Felt shit.
Yeah, definitely. And do you notice, one thing I noticed, because I ended up having my own sort of carving set up in Queenstown and had a lot of men come through with the whole, I guess, reasoning of the healing of the stone. And so were you noticing, or in the last few years, had you noticed how people might come in like heavy or stuff on their shoulders or their chest, or even angry, and then by the time they've finished their piece, their whole ahua, their whole spirit is lifted?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no, heaps.
No.
Shush.
Yeah.
Shush. Sit down. I always heaps, bro. You get people come in and really, bro, they keep breaking stuff, or breaking burrs, or breaking the teeth. Oh, it's something else. Like, no, it's you.
Yep.
Oh, it's you. Change your approach. Stop being so heavy-handed. Flex in the stone and show you what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then he does that. Oh, wow. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, do you feel the energy from Pounamu? Can you feel different pieces and they feel different, or they make your spirit feel something different?
Yes and no.
Yeah. So I'm being a bit of a prick here. Just in the sense of so for me, you taught me a lot of different skill sets with carving the stone. Yeah. For me, I notice the feeling of the different grades of stone. So like for you, that's why I'm curious, because I feel like you're about to step into that, like on a deeper level, especially next weekend with Way of the Warrior. So we might actually do a last little follow-up. So bring your best pieces now. No, but what I was getting at was like I can feel there's a different resonance with Serpentine, there's a different resonance with Marsden, there's a different resonance with Kahurangi, and there's a different resonance with Inanga, and these are just a few of the different varieties. But like they have, it's like their own personality or what they're really strong at healing with. So yeah, it might be hard to explain, but from a carving perspective, you would notice it by density. But yeah, do you ever feel different things when you're carving different types of stone? Yeah. Or like Taniwha, for instance.
Like Taniwha, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you find that the stones sort of choose their owner? Because I've noticed a lot of people who hold Taniwha are quite fragile people. Yeah. And then that rougher stuff you're talking about, they're usually rough as guts people. What's that? Old and but still useful. Mickey.
Old weather.
Naturally shaped. So, brother, it brings me to another thing. So, the last time I saw you, you didn't have tamoko on your face. You didn't have your mata ora started. So, can you walk me through this journey? Because it's one that I'm keen to hear.
No, I was actually shit.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the kaita that done it. She's a good friend. She's a whānau friend now. She hit me up a couple of years ago. Thought I hummed and hard about it, and when she came over, I wasn't quite ready at the time. And just she got a message from her at the start of this year, and she goes, "Oh, I'm coming over to do some mahi." And I go, "Oh, no, what was it?" Started out, "How are you? Hope you've been well. Hope you're ready for some lines on your face."
So by this time she was good whānau friend.
And I was like, "Yeah, no, actually I am." She goes, "Oh, cool. I'll be over in a couple of months to do some work on some other people. We'll lock you in. Is there anyone else?" It's like, no, all the bros came. Okay, sweet. So, did a date, turned up, and
And so is she the same artist that worked on Mum?
she's done a few bit of work on, quite a bit of work on my mum. So she's done from my mum's lip up. What should I think she might know? Maybe he done a lot of heaps of work on her arms and legs. And
Okay.
But yeah, she's done myself, my youngest brother, and one of my sisters. So she's done 3 of our faces.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so, I know that's a very personal thing. Do you, and I haven't asked you this, would you feel like walking us through the design and what it is for you, or is that another time maybe?
That's another time, bro.
Yeah, killed it. Do you want me to cut this part out, or can we leave it in? I want to leave it in. Yeah, me. That's how we roll here on the West Coast. Epic, brother. And like, I think the thing, because I think you told me, but your mum was like, he's getting it done.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And when I seen you, well, I'm not going to lie, she showed me a photo and I was like, it's like it's already been there for the last 7 years that I've known you. No, I think we're probably coming up 10, eh? 8 to 10.
Be about 8.
8.
Yeah.
So for me, like, there's no real difference. Like, it's they're definitely clean lines. Like, and I think that's like when I look at your mahi, your work, it's always real clean lines. So I think definitely fits, and like it's always been there. And cool. And so talk me through the process of that as far as getting worked on. So and not so much pain wise, but for me, moko is bloodletting. And so with hono, and we'll get to the hono stuff now, coming into it, but for hono, every part of the body means a different thing, and even down to the face, like every part of the face is a different form of either mamai we store, or letting go of memories inside of between our skin to our bone. So what was the sorest part?
Sorest part was my lip.
Okay.
Probably onto the lip. Yeah, a little bit down there, and then a little bit along the jawline.
Okay.
Champ.
Bet you did. Nah, I bet you thought that. Nah.
But it just comes down to the mental preparation beforehand too. I mentally prepared myself for like the whole week leading up to it.
Yeah.
Try not to think about it, and then when I was getting worked on, there were parts that fucking hurt, and I just had to go to some dark places, though.
So this is what I was getting at.
I just went to some of the darkest moments of my life and thought, fuck, I can handle that. I can handle it.
Yeah, and
that's what got me through it.
Yeah, and do you feel like those are the memories that you were releasing through the bloodletting?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no rhyme or reason to what shows up when you get moko or like any kind of tattoo.
Yeah.
But if we were to, like, for instance, nose in hono is about direction. This area here is about expression. This area here is about past things that haven't been expressed.
Yeah.
And then right on your lips will be things that are like literally on the tip of your tongue that you need to express. And when those moments where you have to speak up, have you found those tricky at times and sort of really have to muster courage to get it out?
Oh, fuck
yeah.
Yeah. Like, anyone that knows me knows I love talking.
Yeah, but it's what's behind the words, eh?
Yeah. When there are times when I've had to, sometimes a little bit hard because I don't want to come across confronting.
Yeah.
I love confrontation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Old age helps.
Instead of being just blunt and
Yeah. And I guess it the ihi wana, eh? Like, it depends what you've got to say, who you've got to say it to, and how you're going to reach them.
Yeah.
And so with the sides, do you think that there's, like, was it hard for you to express, or maybe stuff that you have held in your lower jaw for a while that like maybe is coming to the point where you're ready to express?
Yeah. Well, a lot of it was just he gave.
Right, it's all recorded.
Yeah, he was a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just some stuff to.
Yeah. Yeah. And so again, with the bloodletting, is being able to like forgiveness is a big word, but it means now that you've released some of that mamai that's been held there. Again, this is part of like being a rangatira, is being able to speak on these things, because we yeah. Well, yeah. And so now we move into the hono space, and bro, that's been quite confronting for you, hasn't it? In its own way.
Yeah.
Like gently, fucking a gentle punch in the mouth.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So that's why we get along. I don't like confrontation either, and so your first session, bro, there's and my students are going to be like, "Hey, you told us never to do that." So with our groundwork in Honohono, you have to have had a Honohono session, which is so energetic session first before we get into ground session, because of the mamai that's deep in the bones, deep in the like muscle tissues and whatnot. And for you were pretty much the first person that I've ever gone straight into that, because of the amount of trauma that was sitting in your bones and in your muscles. I think I did give you a little bit of hono first, and like that's quite relaxing, but then we moved straight into the groundwork. And for you, I remember you like squirming like, fuck. It was like that. But also, partly, I remember saying, there's a pain gauge. Tell me when you've reached the pain threshold. And I think it was down to a bit of pride to start with, of like, I'm not fucking telling you, fucking no. Yeah. And then it like drops a layer, even though I haven't moved any more pressure. So can you talk us through how your first hono or healing encounter was?
Absolutely fucking hated it.
Yeah, fair.
Nah. I don't know what to expect. Never done anything. Yeah. And then when you started beating me up with that stick, it hurt. And, I love a bit of pain.
Yeah. And do you remember any of the korero that was coming out?
Vaguely, but not all of it.
Do you remember that part being confronting as well?
A little bit, yeah.
Was there any? How does this cunt know this stuff? Yeah. So that is the medicine, bro. Like and like, I try and make it better for people by telling them it sucks the most for me, like receiving it, but also doing it, because I can't lie to myself, and this is my nan's medicine and from my ancestor, and I can't lie to myself or whoever's practicing on me, which sucks the most has been the kayako. But I've found usually if people can actually front up to what the confronting stuff is and let it release from their body, that we become lifelong friends. So I think we're at that point now, eh?
I think so, bro.
Getting there?
Getting there.
Yeah. And so today we hit the Hono cards.
Yep.
So they're new. I don't think you've had a jam on those yet.
No. It's only the second time I've ever done anything like that.
Yeah. Cool. And so how were the cards for you to know that like there wasn't actually much wrong with you, it was more where you're heading?
Yeah, no, bro, it was been buzzy, eh?
Yeah.
It was actually really buzzy. Yeah, so, yeah, maybe I am on the right track.
Yeah.
Maybe I was the right decision.
And do you, like, for me, like, this is now where I feel like that told you so asshole. Because a lot of what's come up and where you're at now is from that first session of, like, there's a road this way.
Yeah.
So that leads in, how was your session this morning? Because that's a little bit different, and luckily we had that hour time to go up the river, and said you'd get to process. So was this time less confronting? And
Yeah, well, sort of expected.
yeah.
But I didn't even know what you get, but yeah.
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 Because
yeah, just
yeah, I mean, so like sitting on your tailbone, there was some of that earlier stuff.
Yeah.
Why you got the hiding the last time? But it was fuck all compared to, like, I remember that last time you moved a lot differently.
Yeah.
Like quite sluggish and like a little bit like an old man. So to know that you're quite a few years older and like, I watched you walking on the awa, bro. Like there's certain things that you're doing for yourself. Your hauora is starting to,
yeah, bro.
like you're cranking it up a few gears, eh?
Wow, yeah. Have to really.
Yeah.
I haven't told me, but my main goal for actually doing something about my health and fitness this year. There's a hill across the road. And, I walked up to the top of my kids one day, and I would have got halfway, bro, and I was gassed.
Yeah.
So, fuck. You useless fat cunt. You useless fat cunt. This just be. Need to do something about it if you want to bury kids later on. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I can jump in the water and start swimming.
It's different, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a very big hill.
Yeah.
Look back at, looking back down the hill at our house, and I'm only 100 metres away, and I'm fucked.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So my mind's going to when we walked up the Arahura River and got to a hut, and you weren't gassing back then.
Yeah.
So and it's quite a fair way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess all that went through my mind just then is so 2026 and we're running to Kaitiaki, are we?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely on the cards. So I got a when I started, start to get into it. Set myself a bit of a goal.
Yeah.
Might not look it. And, yeah.
Awesome. So what country now?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Awesome. I've got the passion for skydiving, but it's having somebody strapped to my back I've never really been keen on.
Pretty old.
Yeah. But in saying that, I went paragliding for the first time.
Yep.
At the start of the year.
Yep.
And obviously I've still got some dude strapped on the back of me, and was like, man, there's something about being up in the air that's like, I didn't care who was behind me. Like I was just buzzing out at being up in the air. Yeah. So Yeah. Oh well, I want to.
Adrenaline rush, eh?
I want to double up on that offer, bro. Because I think falling out of a plane's one thing, but flying and gliding is a different one. And if you can get down to that 120 goal, and I'm not feeling like a dumb motherfucker here, I'd shout you a paragliding trip, bro. Because that I was gifted one, and I would love to gift that experience onto someone. And I just, bro, I think for me it'd be more just seeing your face afterwards, of like, you know. Mean. All right. So it looks like what by the end of the year, 120. Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
No, special goals like when I first started, bro, I was 150. Then I was 154, not quite 155 kgs. Which for someone my height and age is
Yeah. Already wanting to like whip this down to 100 kgs.
So now I'm down. I'm just over. What am I now? 141.
Yeah. Cool, man.
So and that's halfway through the year.
Yeah. Okay, so what? There's 20 kgs and
Another 20 kilos in another 6 months.
Yeah, mate. Okay, and so have you tried fasting or anything like that?
No.
I know that. So no, I'm just more meaning it. If you gave that a jam, like I know for me, fasting's what I do when I want to make weight for jiu-jitsu or along those lines. And now like I eat once a day, and I just I try to make sure it's worth it.
Fasted would be like back in the day when you used to get on the seafood didgeridoo and not eat for a week.
Lucky this is a Rough, Rugged and Raw podcast, bro. Okay, so we're moving away from the glass barbecue. Okay, so Haora wise, what else can you do to drop that weight?
I just diet's a big thing. I change it by time. There's so much crap.
Yeah.
Not so much carbs.
Yeah.
Chips.
Yeah.
So I like pasta.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So just knocking that shit back, bro, and drink more water and more fruits and all of that sort of stuff, bro.
Less fizzies and
bro.
What about those 6 sugar coffees?
Bro, no. So I set a bit of a goal for the start of this year.
Yeah.
Was no caffeine.
Yeah.
And no drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no, I think I've had 3 or 4 coffees since the start of the year. But
wow.
Yeah, not like you, bro. No 6 shots, fucking small cup.
Yeah.
Fucking small cup of tea.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. I remember getting the first one and being like, bro, how do you function? How are you not climbing off the walls? Awesome, brother. And so with your hono session today and your card reading, it's all sort of lining up of rangatira vibes hard out. And I know it's a title that can be a bit hard to feel like you're worthy of stepping into, but I think I reminded you yesterday just of one little action that you did of helping somebody to not end up in shit. And it wasn't until I pointed it out that was a rangatira move, and then you're like,
maybe I am.
Yeah. So I'm ready to sort of step into that space now, eh?
Yeah, bro. I think I'm at that stage in life where I'm over getting in trouble, overdoing all that shit, and I just want to be a good role model and try and help and steer as many people in the sort of right direction as I can.
Yeah.
Firstly, starting in my own backyard with my own cousins and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess that's for me, it sort of brings it back to being such a devoted father of, I guess you're kind of helping it for his generation to not have to be around or surrounded by that heavy, dark trap, you know. So yeah, do you think that your kids are one of the biggest motivations for stepping into that rangatira space?
Yeah, no, most definitely, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, my kids have on witness or been around like, in the direction of what I've seen at your age, eh?
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I don't know, I never wish they had the witness or be around any sort of shit either.
Yeah.
Some dark places.
Yeah. And like, I guess that's, again, the thing is you've made your way out of those dark places and I guess more shining a light on those dark places for other people so that they can see that there's a way out as well, you know, and that's a big part. So, yeah, FTP, Free the People podcast. What is just some different things that you do or that you could give insight for people to help free themselves from those dark spaces? Or some things that have worked for you?
A lot of self-reflection. Yeah, there's a lot of time on my own.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, it might not work for everyone, but for me, yeah, time. Yeah, get a lot of time on my own. Just thinking about my life and what could have happened, what would have happened, all that sort of stuff, eh? And yeah. Nah, I got home and got a ride. All good, auntie.
Sure. Yeah, so give us a little bit on what that self-reflection time looks like, because for me, when you said it, I was thinking carving stone or walking up Awa, you know, walking up the river is when are those the main times you're self-reflecting, or?
Mainly when I'm sitting in front of the handpiece.
Yeah.
It's one of the only times that I actually get to shut off.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And so all of the things we've kind of discussed, all of those different things that you are using as tools for your own self-healing, and now sharing them out. So fishing, Pounamu, being in nature, kids, teaching. Do you think these are all things that you're using now to free yourself? Yeah. Awesome. And so I want just one bit of advice for a dude out there who is struggling with those demons, struggling with anger, their past. If you can look down the barrel of that camera, brother, and just give that fella, that old version of you or something like that, give him something, one bit of advice to go and do something to help him change his life.
Give one of your bros a call. Make time to go and sit down with them and just hang out and talk. Talking, like, even though you might shut off, but yeah, talking.
Mean, bro.
Yeah.
Cool. So, just before we wrap up, there's and we might, like I said, we might make a part 2 or an extension onto this. When we went for a walk up the Awa, right up the Awa, a lot of our korero was around Way of the Warrior.
Yeah.
Because I'd just, been doing some and leading them out, and I remember hitting you up about if it was needed on the coast, and you were like, fuck yeah. And I was like, would anybody turn up? And you're like, fuck no. And then I was like, what about you? And you're like, fuck no. So on that buzz of never saying never, you're about to come to Way of the Warrior. Have you seen the change in men on the coast in the last few years? Because that would have been 2020 around then.
2020, yeah, pre-COVID, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, or was it just after COVID?
Maybe just after.
Just after COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's just, yeah. There's been quite a big shift with Taniwha on the coast. Yeah, a lot more than actually speaking out about stuff, you know, speaking up.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking out, just speaking up and yeah, asking for the help.
And do you feel like for some of them, like accountability is something they might struggle with? Like,
Yeah, bro, no, big time that, yeah.
Yeah, and the reason
just holding themselves accountable.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So one thing from these Way of the Warrior workshops that I've been running is the men who do end up showing up is because they've gotten to that point of they can't blame anyone else anymore because
no one to blame but your own ugly self.
Yeah. and when you are in that state of ugly.
Yeah.
It's a lot about this, and then when you realise there's fucking three fingers,
yeah,
when you realise there's all those fingers pointing back, and you decide to drop in and start taking account of what you are up to, or how you play a part in the situations you face in life, I believe it leads to integrity. You know, when you start taking accountability, like, you know, for what you're putting out into the world, it leads to being integrous with your word, and you know that changes shit up for yourself and your whole whānau, really, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, me. All right, my brother. So I feel like Way of the Warrior is going to be an interesting one for you, brother. I actually feel like you're going to fucking love it. But I think just being able to, you'll probably be you are our first person from Hokitika and the first person from the coast to jump on one of these kaupapa. So, yeah, maybe...
Trailblazer.
Yep, fucking oath. But let's be real.
Yeah.
I hope it is a trailblazing moment, because when I was talking about dudes from the coast, I just mean like rough, rugged and raw. Like that's the coasty sort of dude. And it doesn't actually matter whether you're on the west coast of New Zealand or you're on the east coast. You know, it's a hearty sort of...
It's a coast way of life.
yeah. Because you're facing the elements every day, just fucking living.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I think that's something that I've noticed, especially in rural areas, is the men are usually harder. But it's funny, the men can be harder, but once you hit that heart space, and that takes a bit of trust and time, fuck, the generosity and the aroha is like massive.
What's mine is yours, but
yeah, except for the weed eater. With
my weed eater, my or my missus.
Yeah, awesome, my bro. So thank you all at home for joining us for FTP podcast. If you are looking for Pounamu, ethically sourced, and the bro's mahi is meke. So give the people at home just how they can get in touch with you, and then I want you to just give them a little bit of a show and tell with the mere, your mere that you created for your mama. Sure.
For me. Oh, yeah. Well, you can... if you ever after anything, get at me on Instagram, Arahura Parboy, all lowercase. And there's no limitations to what I can and can't carve. If you got something like out of the box that you want done, let me know.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a mere pounamu that I carved for my mum for her 50th birthday. Something that she'd nagged me for since I first started pursuing carving as a career, and you know, I'm not getting one just to to my mum. And then, she had a pretty big birthday coming up. I thought, 50 is a pretty good milestone, worthy of one. So, yeah.
And so, when was that out of a boulder? Like, tell us about the stone and the journey of how it got to you. And
Yep. So this stone was, off the top of my head, I think it was roughly around 170 pounds. Quite a big rock. But this took come off the outside of the stone. There's a little window showing through the skin, and I just tried to keep a bit of that crust, a little bit of character.
Yeah.
A lot like my mum, she's a bit of a character.
Yeah. Well.
And yeah.
And do you want to show us the difference in it compared to most others, or do you want to keep that a secret just for you and Mama?
No, it's just
Kia ora. I appreciate that. And how about the binding? The
Koda muka. Yep. So yeah, let's put air 4 plate out of muka, black fibre, and then this stuff here. This is tikumu. So tikumu is Alpine daisy, mountain daisy.
Okay.
Yeah, and it looks completely different to now compared to what it is when you
find it
off the mountains. Yeah.
Awesome. And is that from West Coast mountains?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is from down by Aotearoa on the East Coast.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, awesome, brother. Thank you very much for sharing the laughs and a bit of mātauranga, and also just a bit of your story, brother. For the people at home, this is, for me, the brother is the Taniwha of the Arahura River. He's the Kaitiaki, and for me, the only time I step foot on that awa is with the bro here. And you'll see some of the little clippets of our journey, and a whole bloopers reel of him cracking up. So cheers whānau, big loves, mauri ora.